What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about Fidelity's tax-exempt money market fund. This is a new money market fund that I recently came across and I learned about, so I wanted to make a video and talk about it briefly with you guys. So let's go ahead and dive into it here. So you can see this is Fidelity's website, and this is their research fund page. Fidelity's very useful in this aspect. They do a lot of research and provide a lot of data that you can quickly view. Whether it's a stock, a mutual fund, ETF, on their website. So really cool that they offer that. So let's go ahead and dive into it here. So the difference between this money market fund and, popular ones such as SPAXX is, you can quickly see it. It's in the title. It's a tax exempt money market fund. So depending on what state you live in, it also might be tax exempt for your state as well. But that's something I'm not going to be able to advise you on. You have to check with your CPA or financial professional. But at the federal level, these dividends that you receive or the interest that you receive from this fund is going to be tax exempt, which is really nice. So as you can see, the yield is a little bit lower than some of the other ones. So it's at a 3.66 versus, let's quickly look at SPAXX. That one's at a 4.99%. So it's a smaller yield, but you'll quickly be able to see here, Fidelity has a cool feature that shows you the tax equivalent yield below. So yeah, tax equivalent yield is the 6.25% yield. So pretty cool there. Obviously, that depends on what tax bracket you're in, federally, at the federal income level. So that might vary a little bit, but this is really cool. So all of these dividends can essentially be free from income taxes, which is something that, something good to consider if you have, investments into these funds and like regular taxable brokerage accounts. Now, if it's in a retirement account, might not, matter either way, but just something to consider if you have it in your taxable brokerage account. So let's go ahead and dive back into it here. So it's a very old fund. You can see 1983 was when this fund was created. You can see the composition by instrument, municipal notes, bonds, tender bonds, commercial paper, and some other ones there. An expense ratio of 0.47. The net is 0.42. Yeah, so it's a dollar value, 7-day yield of 3.66%. Tax equivalent of 6.25%. The fund objective is to seeks to provide a high level of current income exempt from federal income taxes, as is consistent with liquidity and stability of principal. Its strategy is normally investing in municipal money market securities, normally investing at least 80% of assets in securities whose interest is exempt from federal income taxes. Normally not investing in municipal whose interest is subject to federal alternative minimum tax. So that's something else you'll have to look at. The federal alternative minimum tax, that is one piece that might become taxable. So you'll have to do a little bit more research and find out about that on your own. I'm not a financial professional, so I don't want to give the wrong advice as far as that piece goes. So performance, obviously, money markets historically don't perform the highest, but in the current environment that we are in, interest rates are very high. So, I guess historically I wouldn't say high, but they're just normally higher than what they have been in the past. Back in the day, mortgage and interest rates could be upwards of 10, 11, 12%. But compared to just a couple years ago where they were 2 or 3%, they're up significantly since then. More than double. Yeah, looking at the fees, like I just talked about a couple minutes ago, 0.47 is the gross, the net is 0.42. So almost half a percentage there. There's no initial investment, so that's really nice. Some funds require a minimum. This particular one does not. So it does not look like you can invest in this in a simple IRA. But you can a retirement account, which I'm not sure why that would make sense to do that. But and then some updates there. But But yeah, so that's probably the extent of this video. It's a different alternative to the popular SPA-XX. It's a tax exempt fund, so definitely go check this one out. Once again, ticker symbol is FMOXX. It's hosted by Fidelity, but many brokerages out there allow you to also purchase it on their platform as well. Just check with them to make sure there's not additional load or transaction fees to do that. So that's it for the video, guys. Please like and subscribe down below. Let me know your thoughts on this money market fund that is exempt from federal income taxes down below in the comment section. I would love to get everyone's feedback on their view, whether they're planning on investing into this money market fund or the more popular one, SPA-XX.